Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make this mesh hoodie. To make this hoodie, you will need your bust circumference or decide how loose you want the hoodie to be. This hoodie is fully adjustable for all sizes. I will walk you through the process in the video. Okay, first we are going to work from the bottom up to the underarm using the mesh stitch. Make a slip knot, then create a foundation chain based on your bust circumference or your desired width. Make sure the total number of chain is a multiple of 6. For this example, I'm making this many foundation chains. As I mentioned earlier, this pattern is very easy to adjust. You just need to add or reduce chains in multiples of 6. Then, make sure your foundation chain is not twisted and join with a slip stitch into the first chain. Next, make chain 5. Skip 2 chains into the third, make a double crochet. Next, chain 2. Skip 2 chains into the third, make a double crochet. And that's how we make the mesh stitch. Now keep repeating making mesh stitch all the way around. After you reach the end of the row, we are going to make a slip stitch into the third chain to join. And this is the first row looks like. To begin the next row, make chain 5, turn your work. Next, skip the chain space into the double crochet stitch, make a double crochet. Next, chain 2, skip the chain space into the double crochet stitch, make a double crochet. Now continue making mesh stitch all the way around. After you reach the end of the row, same like before, we are going to make a slip stitch into the third chain to join. Now continue working the mesh stitch until you reach your desired length from the underarm downward. Keep in mind that we will adding a ribbed hem later. Okay, this is mine. I made 198 foundation chains, which give me about 88 centimeter in width. And you will end up with an even number of mesh holes, these tiny holes, since we made the foundation chain in multiples of 6. For the length, I worked the mesh stitch straight until I had 21 rows, which equal approximately 22 centimeters. And now we are going to divide the piece into the back and the front panel. I will mark the mesh hole right before my working loop. And now I'm going to count 33 mesh holes because from my foundation chain I have 66 mesh holes in totals. So first we are going to divide them into two equal parts. Then place a stitch marker in the 33rd mesh hole. And on the other side, I will also have 33 mesh holes. After dividing the piece into two sections, now I'm going to mark the underarm area. Mark one mesh hole on each side of the center of the underarm. And do the same thing to the other side. Now I'm going to double check that both panels have the same number of mesh holes. I will match each mesh hole like this and count them to make sure they are even. Okay, now we are continue working on the upper back part. Start by making chain 5. Then continue working mesh stitch until you reach the stitch marker. Alright, after you reach the stitch marker, now make chain 5, turn your work, and continue working mesh stitch across the row. After you reach the end of the row, now make a double crochet into the third chain. For the next rows, continue working the mesh stitch until it reaches your shoulder. Okay, this is my upper back section. I work the mesh stitch for 12 rows and it measures approximately 12.5 centimeters in length. And now we are continue working on the upper front section. First, make a slip knot. Then attach it into this double crochet stitch and make chain 5. Now, continue working mesh stitch until you reach the stitch marker. To begin the next row, make chain 5, turn your work. Then, continue working mesh stitch across the row. After you reach the end of the row, make a double crochet into the third chain. Okay, now continue working the mesh stitch until it reaches around your collarbone, and then we are going to start decreasing. Okay, this is mine. I work the mesh stitch straight for 7 rows, which equal about 8 centimeters. And as you can see, I already sectioned a few parts like this. The first section is the shoulder area. I mark 8 mesh hole or 9 double crochets, measuring about 10.5 centimeter wide. It will be the same to the other side. This next section is for the front of the hood. I mark 5 mesh holes or 5 double crochets, measuring about 6.5 centimeter wide. And this will be the same for the other side. Next section is for the hood brim. I mark 2 mesh holes or 2 double crochets, measure about 2.5 centimeter wide, which I will use later for the drawstring. And I'm going to leave 2 mesh holes for the center section just like this. Okay, first we are going to continue working on the shoulder section. Make chain 5, turn your work, and continue working mesh stitch until you reach the first stitch marker. Next row, make chain 5, turn your work. Then continue making mesh stitch across the row. After you reach the end of the row, make a double crochet into the third chain. Now I will continue working like this until it reaches my shoulder. Okay, now it has reached my shoulder. I work 5 rows and make sure the number of rows for the upper back part and the upper front part is the same. Now we are going to join the shoulder parts using single crochet. Make chain 1, insert your hook into the first stitch of the front part. Next, insert your hook into the back panel. Yarn over and pull through both panels. Yarn over and complete the single crochet. And now make 2 single crochets in each mesh hole, working through both panels. One side is complete. This is how it looks like from the wrong side. And it will be the right side. Look like this. Cut the yarn and we are going to move to the other side. Make a slip knot, then attach it into the stitch that you mark and make chain 5. Next, continue working mesh stitch across the row. Now, continue working like this until you have the same number of rows like the other side. Then, join it using single crochet the same way like before. Now, we are going to start making the hood. Turn your work right side out, then make a slip knot. Attach it into the hood section that you mark and make chain 5. For the hood, I want it to be a bit bigger, so I'm going to add some increases. But if you prefer a smaller hood, you can skip the increases and simply continue working the mesh stitch without increases. To make increase after you chaining 5 into the same stitch, make a double crochet. After finishing the increases, I will continue working the mesh stitch as usual until I reach the corner part, which is the point where I start the shoulder section. Okay, after I reach the corner stitch, I'm going to make an increase. In the same stitch, work 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet. Next, continue working a usual mesh stitch until you reach the shoulder seam. Okay, now I reach the shoulder seam and I will place an increase. Continue to the back part. I will work mesh stitch as usual until I have 5 mesh hole, then I will make an increase. This is how it looks like. And now I will continue working like this until I reach the stitch marker. Okay, now the first row of the hood is complete. For the next rows, continue working the mesh stitch as usual without any increases. Now I will continue working the mesh stitch until I have 32 rows, which measure approximately 35 centimeters in length. Now we are going to work 2 rows of decreases to shape the crown, so it looks slightly curved and not too pointy. First, we need to mark the center section. For my hood, I have 44 mesh holes in total. So I will mark the center by dividing it into 2 sections of 22 mesh holes each. As you can see, I've continued working the mesh stitch until I have 5 mesh holes left before the stitch marker. To make the decrease, I will make single crochet without chain into each single crochet stitch just like this. I will make one single crochet into the stitch that we mark as well. And we need to mark that single crochet. Next, work 5 single crochets the same way as on the previous side. It will be look like this. Now, continue make mesh stitch as usual until you finish the row. Next row, make chain 5, turn your work and continue make mesh stitch until you reach the decreasing point from the previous row. After you reach the decreasing point, now make a single crochet into the single crochet stitch without chain. Next, skip one stitch, into the next stitch make a double crochet. Skip one stitch, into the next stitch make a double crochet. Into the center stitch that we mark, place a double crochet. Next stitch, a double crochet. Next, skip one stitch, into the next stitch make a double crochet. Next, skip one stitch, into the next stitch make a double crochet. We basically mirroring what we did in the other side. Now, continue working the mesh stitch as usual until you finish the row. Okay, now we are going to join the hood. Flip your work wrong side out. And we are going to join the hood with single crochet. To join the hood, we are going to start from the corner stitch. First, insert your hook into the third chain from one side, then chain 1. After that, make 2 single crochets into each chain 2 space. After you reach the decreasing point that we did earlier, I will place a single crochet into each space. To make the brim, the first thing you need to do is count the stitches you've left for the brim section. For me, I left 6. Make a slip knot, then create a foundation chain with the same number of stitches that you set aside for the brim. For me, I'll make chain 6, then add 2 more chains as a turning chain. Next, skip the turning chain and make double crochet into each chain. Next row, make chain 2, turn your work. This chain 2 will not count as a stitch, so into the first stitch, make a back loop double crochet. Then continue making back loop only double crochet across the row. Next row, make chain 2, turn your work. Into the first stitch, make back loop only double crochet. And continue making back loop only double crochet across the row. Now, continue working back loop only double crochet like this until you have the same number of rows as your hoodie. My hoodie has 64 rows in total since I made 34 rows on each side and join them. I will match that and make 64 rows for the brim as well. The brim is finished. Now fold the brim like this and we are going to join it using single crochet. Next, chain 1. Insert your hook into the corner stitch of this side. Next, insert your hook into the corner stitch of another side, then make single crochet. To join it, make 2 single crochets into each row. Before attach the brim, we will set this aside and we are going to make the string first. I will double strand the yarn and make chain until I have 120 centimeter long. After the drawstring is ready, we are going to insert it into the brim using a tapestry needle. To attach the brim, we will start from the stitch marker. We are going to sew it stitch by stitch like this. After you reach this side, we are going to sew 2 single crochets in each row. Next, we are going to make the ribbing for the armholes. If you want to turn it into a long sleeve, you absolutely can. Just follow the same mesh stitch pattern and continue crocheting until you reach your desired sleeve length. Okay, now to start the ribbing, make a slip knot, and I will start from the underarm. Insert your hook and then make chain 1. In the chain space, I will make 2 single crochets. And now we will continue making 2 single crochets in the chain space all the way around. Next, make a slip stitch into the first stitch to join. For the ribbing, I will make 5 chain, which equal 3 centimeters. And I add 2 more for the turning chain. Then skip 2 and make 5 double crochets. Next, skip 1 stitch and continue make 3 slip stitches. Next, turn your work. The slip stitches doesn't count as a stitch. Now continue make 5 back loop only double crochets. Next, chain 2, turn your work, and continue make 5 back loop only double crochets. Next, skip 1 stitch and continue make 3 slip stitches. Turn your work, and this slip stitches doesn't count as a stitch. Now continue make 5 back loop only single crochets. Next, chain 2, turn your work, and make 5 back loop only double crochets. Skip 1 stitch and continue make 3 slip stitches. Now, continue making a ribbing like this all the way around. After you finish it, we are going to join it using a tapestry needle. We will sew the back loop from one side and the both loop from the other side. For the hem ribbing, just repeat the same steps as the sleeve ribbing. Now, we just need to weave in all the ends. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!